Let's celebrate diversity and independence as we welcome an international artist, a TV personality, and Philippines pride.
Well, I guess you've heard.
Hail to the Queen, to our Filipino drag queen.
Mabuhay! Kumusta mga moms?
Get your wigs up, sisters! The Philippine drag scene is about to slay like never before.
Pinky swear! Sorry, I'm not wearing nails.
Yes, this is real. Manila, Luzon is here.
Well, it's about time. I don't know why it took a Filipino American to start bringing attention to the drag scene in the Philippines, but if I have to do it, then I will do it because the drag scene in the Philippines needs the attention. The attention it deserves! Wait for me because I am coming sooner than you think.
Where are you exactly in the world now?
I am in my house. If you have satellites, you can triangulate my exact location in Los Angeles. But I am here sending you myself via satellite, darling.
Oh, we love it. We are eating it up. What is happening in the background? This looks like something out of an art exhibit. Ooh, yes.
Oh, this was a gift from a very talented artist and sculptor, Fernando Lopez from Spain, and he's made this for me and sent it to me, and I just love it.
Yes.
I feel like in my iconic pineapple dress that I wore so many years ago on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh my
And
God.
gusto ko lang batiin yung dress. Manila, who are you wearing and what are you wearing right now? I know for sure that it is something that you're very proud of.
I'm wearing my barong that I wore on my very first magazine cover shoot I did in the Philippines for Teen Magazine. This was designed by Filipino designer Frederick Peralta, and I've been wearing it ever since.
Yes,
It
the
looks so
aesthetic,
much-
the class. You look so beautiful, Manila.
Thank
Grabe,
you.
grabe. The culture is just like
Salamat.
giving us everything Filipino.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is a dream come true for me. I have been celebrating my Filipino heritage ever since I was young, and when I decided to do drag, it was on the top of my list of things I wanted to bring to the art of my drag. And I'm so excited that it's like coming full circle, and I'm like becoming soon back to the Philippines. Now, I know that in our LGBTQ bubble, this world of drag seems very commonplace, but there's a whole bunch of people out there that have never ever been to a drag show, don't know really much about drag, cross-dressing for fun or whatever, but it's truly an art form about self-expression, it's about fashion, it's about performance, it's about creating things to look as glamorous and expensive as you can, even if it is just for a few pesos. Okay, honey? True. So if you need to wrap yourself up with whatever you need to find and create some glamorous fantasy, then that's what drag is about. I think what drag has always done has been able to find an entertaining and beautiful way of opening the eyes and creating acceptance from the audience. We can create social commentary through what we do, and we can also make you laugh, we can make you cry. So I think it's really great to be able to open up our doors in any kind of way to allow more people to view this art form of performance art, of design, of fashion, makeup, and just creativity and talent. And I'm so honored to be able to help bring some people through that door to see some of the local queens in the Philippines. Well, the quarantine and pandemic really did stop me from what I really wanted to accomplish last year. So we're picking up the pieces and we're moving forward. It's been a dream of mine to really come back to the Philippines in a bigger way and do some bigger projects with the Philippine media and at a local level as well. So I'm super excited. I'm using my new connections at Cornerstone to start some more music. You know, I am Filipina, so that means I love to sing even if I can't. We have the technology to make me sound like like Whitney Houston, maybe. So
Well,
I'm so excited to be working with music and some other things, hopefully with some shows that deal with some local drag, and I'm really excited about that because I think that I think that of course I'm a drag queen, so I think I'm fabulous. But how much more fabulous is it if I am surrounding myself with some of the most beautiful and talented queens in the Philippines?
for sure.
Oh, it is painful. It's so painful. You can't see it on our faces because we paint it so fiercely, but we're all struggling in pain, right? Ain't I right? I mean, the high heel shoes alone are just the big fur hat that I'm wearing right now. That's making me like hot and sweaty. But it is what we do for the passion that we have of this art form. We transform ourselves into these fabulous fantasy characters, and it is a lot of work. And when it's done right, the audience has no idea how much work really goes into it. Um, drag, I think drag is important in so many ways, but especially in the Philippines, where um, you know we sometimes need that moment of to escape. Sometimes it's like going to the movies, or sometimes it can feel like going to a concert. It's just some place where you can come together and have a good time and forget your problems and imagine that you are the most fabulous, beautiful person ever. And you know, when you feel like that and you get this like joy, then when you go home, you can bring that home with you. You know, I really enjoyed competing on RuPaul's Drag Race all 3 times. So I mean, hey, never say never. I'll go back for a fifth time, a sixth time. You know, they can unfreeze my body from cryogenic freezing, and then I'll compete in like All Stars 2000.
Manila, will you be willing to like join if it's a Rob Queen season? The Rob
Mm,
Queen season.
the
That
most
would be
Yes,
deserving queens.
right.
I will be dressed in my burglar couture, honey, and I will
Yeah.
be robbing the crown back from myself. Thing about it is that when you get dressed up like this, you tend to draw a lot of attention to yourself. So you will get all the love, but you will also get some of that criticism and some of that hate. But what it's good is to focus on the love and the support that you're getting, and all that hate kind of just fades away into the background, and you don't even really notice it. Well, I feel like I'm Manila Luzon all the time because this wig has been on my head like 4 times already today. But yes, there is a difference. When I'm out of drag, I go by the name of Carl with a K, and I have hairier legs and a deeper voice. Oh, well, the crazy thing is that like I don't really have a who is my inspiration. It's more like whatever thing laying around the house is my inspiration. You know, I'm drinking some tea out of this mug, and hey, maybe I'll make a mug inspired gown one day. I love to be inspired by things that are very commonplace. You know what I mean? Like, but then find a way to make it glamorous and something that's bigger and larger than life. And I think that's what I love to do about drag. So it's not necessarily a question of who's inspiring me, but more of a like just what in general is inspiring me. I mean, do I really even have to say? I'm rooting for my sister Jiggly Caliente. Yes,
Yes.
honey, that's my Pinay sister right there. I am so proud of her. She's one of the first drag queens that I met when I moved to New York City, and she's always been the sweetest thing to me. We've become close friends, and I've always been one of her biggest supporters, the way that she's been a big support of me. And I'm so excited that she has the chance to go back on the show and show the world who she is and how talented she is. And I'm just so proud of her. So, Team Jiggly Caliente all the way, honey. honey, you know what? More chances are that you're going to lose than you are going to win. But that shouldn't stop you from having a good time trying to compete. And it shouldn't stop you from learning to do even better the next time. I mean, when you fall down, just pick yourself back up. I don't care how high your heels are, you can still pick yourself back up and keep pumping that runway.
Hmm.
Sure did. I'll
Yes.
come back and back, and I'll answer that question 100,000 more times, honey. I will keep competing until I win a crown. This
Yes.
big old wig needs a cute little shiny hat, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
I don't know because Jiggly signed a non-disclosure agreement, so she's not allowed to tell me. But I am really, really excited to see her compete. And I know she has what it takes to win. She has been slaying it. She is now one of my favorite trans actresses on Pose on FX, and she's doing big things. So I have high expectations from my sister. I honestly, I don't know. I can't speak Tagalog very well. So I might not understand everything. So I don't know if I could take on that role, but girl, I will try. I'll do whatever you want. I will be the guy at the end of the show that has to clean up the mess or mop the runway. I don't even care. As long as I can be a part of being as long as I can be a part of bringing attention to the amazing, talented queens of the Philippines, I will be there in a heartbeat.
Maybe you should start learning Filipino
I'm
classes, huh?
learning, girl. I'm taking my lessons, honey. I got my
You know
Rosetta
what?
Stone.
We're gonna be your translators, so you can still be a judge, and we'll just be standing beside you the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You just prop me up, honey. You just whisper into my ear. I'll say whatever you want me to say. I'll do it. I'll do lip sync to to whatever you're saying.
Yes, we're your
I am a
voice.
drag queen after all.
Yes. All right.
Um, I think a lot of people um, don't know what our lives are like off the stage. You know, you see a drag queen and you see this glamorous creature covered in rhinestones with big hair and feathers and boas. But we are just regular people, and you know, this all comes off, and you know, we walk around the street and you might not even recognize us. So we have so much more to us than just what you see on stage. Philippines, there is a huge, amazing scene that you have not even been introduced to yet, but it is thriving and it is wonderful and it is a full on fantasy. And it is right in your backyard, full of some of the most creative and talented artists in the world. And it's right there. So go and see a drag show, go support your local queens. And I cannot wait to come back to the Philippines and be there with you all.
Thank